Motherfucker, you gonna change your name again?
She's gonna be like,
listen, Diddy.
That's what I was about to say.
Listen, Diddy.
He said, once people start knowing your name, change it.
Listen, Diddy.
Then change it again.
Then keep changing that shit. You recording now over there?
was that his logic?
Bro, he
As
don't
soon
know
as
what the
people-
fuck he's doing.
That was
But
like
he kind of does, though.
It was a Ciroc commercial, bro.
He
That
was
shit
he was
pretty
getting a
funny.
lot of love at the Invest Fest, I heard.
Yeah, I heard about that, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's loved now.
You fuck with EYL?
EYL.
Earn Your Leisure?
Why do I not know
Who's
what
that?
you're talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, y'all got to get on that.
Okay, hold up. You need to school me real quick.
Earn Your Leisure.
Earn Your Leisure. Let's
Yeah,
hear
it's
it.
a
That works.
podcast, and they do a bunch of content. It's all business related, but
For
they
real?
talking. Yeah. They
That
got-
sounds
yeah.
dope.
I actually been listening to this other podcast called Rich Habits.
You been listening to another podcast?
Damn, bro, you
dog.
cheating on our podcast? Damn, Jay.
I don't even know how to respond. To
This
that.
fool cheating on respect.
I don't know how to respond
You
to that.
supposed to only listen to us.
He just said EYL.
He just
dog.
asked if we were on it. He didn't say he was listening to it.
Yeah, I just know of these things.
You just straight admitted to it, Jay.
Right, man.
Damn. Episode 40,
bro.
Jay already out here with his ass out.
Cross my legs away from this. One.
Damn, dog.
All you can listen to is us, Jay. Can you imagine? No perspective on life.
perspective.
I just listen to myself over and over again.
Get these
Damn.
numbers up.
We're back in the old studio. And we talking about crazy shit again, bro.
Yeah, bro.
There's something in the air in here. I think it's the asbestos.
This.
Is that what I smell?
Hey, it's the asbestos. Listen, they ain't no asbestos in here. We built this shit from scratch.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know what's crazy, bro? Being back up in here, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crazy because we didn't get to shoot any episodes once we tore out the wall, right? So that was wild. I remember that conversation. I called up Jay. I was like, hey, Jay, it's going to be a crazy idea, my dog. We've been talking about doing it for a while, but I think we need to tear the wall out of the studio.
Yeah.
Jay's response, like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, we need to do
We need to
that.
tear
Do
that
it.
wall out.
Let's do it.
We tear the whole thing out. Whole shit gets ripped out. And that's when Will's like, hey, guys, got you guys a new podcast studio. We didn't shoot one episode in here.
Oh, really?
Without
That's
the wall.
right.
This
That's
is
right.
it. Yeah.
This is the
first
episode
one.
we didn't shoot.
This is the first one.
First one with no wall. And looking at it,
Yep.
how the fuck did we do it with the wall up?
Bro, the
I don't
wall was
know.
literally like right here, almost.
I don't know how the fuck we did it. Like, I want to we got to go back one of these days and revisit episode 1 because we really didn't know what the fuck
We were all
doing.
hunched over
We're all like close to
around a cold campfire.
We really were, bro.
Sitting in fold-up chairs.
We had the heat. We had the heat.
Well,
press.
you still- you still- yeah.
Jay, we had. It's a throwback, Jay. It's a throwback episode. We couldn't get you a nice chair, bro.
dog.
You know what I mean? You got a nice
Must
mic.
be nice to be on the couch all
You got a
kicking
nice.
it.
You got
It's
a nice
very
mic.
comfortable, Jason. It's very
It's actually
comfortable.
kind of nice. But, you know what? I forgot we had this little
little
guy
armrest
right here,
thing?
Yeah, I gotta
I
reach
like
way
that.
back here
Little
to grab
drink.
my whiskey.
Yeah.
You
dog.
do.
Yeah,
It's
look
all.
at
It don't look weird on
I'll
camera.
throw my shoulder
It's
out.
all good, bro. What would they do in the podcast you're listening to instead of ours?
Yeah, right.
How would they solve that?
How would
Jay?
they do that?
Right? All the entrepreneurs that you're listening to, bro.
Hey, no, it's a dope podcast.
What'd you say it was
though.
called?
Rich Habits.
Rich
Hey,
So
Habits.
they
Quit.
talk about like stocks and like real estate investments and stuff like that, bro. And,
Adult
like,
shit.
and how to like make instead
What's
of
it
like
called?
putting rich habits
Rich
instead
habits,
of
okay.
putting like your money just in a regular savings account.
Yeah.
They say to put it in a treasury bond is what it's called,
Mhm.
and then it accrues 6%, bro.
Oh, yeah.
As it's like some banks offer it, but you usually have to like have it has to be a certain account and you have to have a certain amount that you put in.
Right.
But these other things, it's just it accrues, but the government's using your money is what it is.
Yeah.
So you
Treasury
get
bond.
a higher percentage though. In
Yeah,
the savings.
so it's like a savings, but you're getting like 0.5 or 0.6%, or not point, but you're getting 5 or 6% on top of that $100 that it, like, or however much you have in that savings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You get that percentage on top of that. So your money is actually working for you a little bit instead of just sitting there.
Yeah.
Saving, you know,
Well,
trying to
if
save
your
it.
money ain't working, it's doing nothing.
It's not. Yeah.
I mean, really, honestly, losing value
You're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dog.
if you ain't doing nothing.
You
with it.
remember in school they taught you about compound interest one time?
That was it, and they
Bro.
barely they barely brushed over
And
it.
some
dog.
people live by that shit, but
Well,
they
yeah.
teach you that one time.
That, bro,
and they're like, hey, if you caught it, you caught it.
and bro, they barely
That's
they
game,
like
baby.
breezed
Yeah.
over.
And bro,
it.
I wish they would have taught like more like how to like not necessarily save, but how to like budget and how to like pay bills, right?
Yeah.
Like I had to do summer school, and I no, it was night school. I fucked up in high school, dog.
I was about to say.
I
Night
graduated
school activities.
and summer school, yeah. But I took economics, bro, and I learned a little bit about it there. But I kind of didn't give a fuck at that time. But I think it would be dope if they did do that curriculum, that type of curriculum to. I mean, that's what you need, bro.
You mean to tell me you didn't learn life skills climbing a rope in gym? You ain't utilized that, Jay?
I fell off that bitch a couple times. But
You mean to tell me
you ain't get to the top?
Yeah, I
and
know.
touch
Yeah,
the flag?
You mean
he
to
was
tell
like, oh
me
yeah, I got
Yeah.
there.
Susie having 5 pies and Jacob having 6, if he ate half of his 6 and then gave the other to Susie, you mean that math didn't help you out in life?
no, dog.
You didn't utilize that all the time?
I mean, yeah, to some extent, but
Nah, man.
But
They need to be
not-
teaching us about compound interest. They need to be teaching us about motherfucking taxes. Because when you're an adult, you don't fucking know.
They go
Then
too
you're
sad.
behind, bro. And see, the thing about compound interest is the sooner you start, the better it is.
Oh, yeah.
If I would have started that shit when I was 18 years old, bro,
Yeah.
now I'm 38, dog. That's a long fucking
yeah,
time
bro.
of compound interest.
yeah, dog.
It
But
makes a difference.
they didn't teach us that shit.
Well,
bro.
they did.
And
It was just
yeah.
one day though.
And you,
I missed that
One
day.
day, yeah.
I missed it. I was ditching.
skipped that day.
I was ditching that day. What class would they have taught us that in? Social studies.
it would have to be it would have to be like economics.
Economics?
or
Yeah, it would
or-
have to
There was
been-
economics and government. Did you guys ever have like they were kind of like the same thing, but it was economics / government.
I feel like once they got to high school, they were just like doing shit.
I don't think I learned any of that shit in high school.
No.
Like most of it,
Nah.
I learned in
Most of-
like,
well, that was in
elementary
middle school.
and middle school.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter, yeah, I was at Jimmy
That's
Carter.
crazy.
Okay.
So they're trying to give us life gems in the 7th
Seventh
grade
When they
about
knew you,
compound
yeah,
interest.
when you can't even
When you
appreciate
can't soak it up.
You can't
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I was just trying to fucking hide my boners in the 7th grade, bro. I wasn't thinking about compound interest.
You're just trying to figure out why am I wearing these shoes?
Damn, like why the fuck I got these shoes on? What did he say on Superbad? He's like, just tuck it into like your
Your
waist.
belt, yeah, into your
He's all, it hides it and it feels great.
Oh my god,
Bro,
That shit
he was
raunchy.
the perfect. That was like the
Hey,
perfect
raunchy.
fucking little
Hey,
dude.
I don't think that movie could be made nowadays.
No,
Hey, it can't,
bro.
man.
When they're
Most
the
movies
beginning of
can't
the
be
movie,
made
when
today.
he's
Yeah.
walking out and they're talking about the fucking porn sites, and they're like on the phone till
Oh,
he
he's
gets
all-
in the car.
He's all, I'm tired of this amateur shit. I want some production behind it. If I'm gonna spend a yearly fee, I want some production behind it.
Driving to school, dog.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's a classic. That you know what though? That whole group, like Seth Rogen and all of the what's the director's name?
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their whole run.
Yeah.
It was funny because the other day we were watching Funny People. Right? Have you seen it with Adam Sandler?
Oh, yeah.
And
I think
Seth
I
Rogen?
watched it once,
Hey, that
yeah.
movie's really good. It's a little long-winded.
It's dark.
It's almost like it's a little dark too. It's almost like 2 movies. But if you really pay attention, dawg, it's literally like Adam Sandler, right? Kind of like passing the torch, kind of. Because what Judd and Seth and all these guys did was the same shit that Adam did with his homies.
Yeah.
When he came in with Chris Farley and everybody from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
They were all comedians and they all made all the movies together.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Seth Rogen, Judd Apatow, like that, they did that for years.
Grew up, man.
They
makes-
crewed up.
yeah, bro. It makes
Yes.
perfect sense.
They
Yeah.
Wu-tang the fuck out of the comedy movie industry.
Well, you
Yeah.
want to put your friends to work, and then if they're in the same, they do the same type of thing. You can't just put people on payroll and they ain't doing it.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, at least all their homies were fucking funny, and they
Yes.
look, bro.
They all
you
bring
had-
something
Like,
to
look
it.
at,
Homie
like, Kevin
went on
Hart
to
and his
be
homies.
Ant Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but see, the difference between Kevin Hart and his homies is his homies are like kind of like behind the scenes, right? With Judd and Seth and all these dudes, like they're all in front of the camera, dog. Like they're all
Yeah.
comedians, and they all went, bro. What's his name? Why do I always forget his name, bro? The one that was in Superbad. He's in Moneyball.
Jonah
He was-
Hill?
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
That fucker got an Academy Award, dog.
For what?
I think it was Moneyball.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was
I
Moneyball.
I didn't watch Moneyball.
Yeah, with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good,
The
bro.
baseball.
Yeah, that's what he got his Academy Award. If you would have told me that fucking dude would have an Academy Award from the first movies that you seen him in, bro, I would have told you you're fucking crazy.
Well, you never would think it.
No,
Nah.
but the motherfucker can act.
He can do
Right.
it. He can do it, man. He
When I
does
seen
good
him,
shit.
what was that? Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, he's fucking great in that.
Yeah.
I liked him in Wolf of Wall
What
Street.
does he say?
His character was
He said
funny
he
as
was
shit.
like, if you fucking show me right now, I'll call my fucking
He's all
boss
calm
and
right. I'll quit right
my
now. I work for
fucking
you.
job."
He's all, yeah, he's all, she's my cousin. He's all, so I kind of like use that to my advantage. He's like, I thought to myself, he's like, I don't want these dudes like fucking my cousin.
Right.
He's all, aren't you like worried about like, you know, the kids? He's all, yeah, you know, there's like a chance, you know, they could be born fucked up. He's like, but luckily they weren't. What does he say? He's all, if they were, we'd have drove them out to like a farm or something.
Oh, bro, he's out there on that movie.
I don't know how Leo didn't win his Academy Award for that movie.
Cause he's done so much other good shit that
But-
they were just looking at it like, bro.
But then they gave it to him for fucking The Revenant.
Yeah.
I feel like they just like were like, we gotta give it to him. This fucker ate a fish.
Well, they knew
He slept in a horse.
He fucking fought
He
a
fought a
bear.
bear. Like they were like, we have to give it to him. Like there's no way we can't give it to him.
whooped
for this
that bear's
movie.
ass.
Yeah,
That was sick when he guts open that fucking horse
And he
like,
sleeps in it?
Sleeps in it.
that whole
Damn.
movie was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
bro.
I think a lot of people didn't appreciate about that movie? Homeboy that shot it, the amount of straight single shots
Yeah.
that he does is fucking insane.
That was the guy who did what's the Sandra Bullock space movie?
Gravity.
Same
Gravity.
guy, Gravity. Isn't
Yeah.
it the same guy, right?
Yeah, didn't he do Birdman too with Michael
Yeah,
Keaton?
yeah.
And that wasn't that movie like all one
That
shot?
one,
I didn't see that.
That
I
had
didn't
a
see
bunch
that
of
one,
stuff.
actually.
That movie
Yeah.
was dark as fuck.
I never saw The Revenant though.
You never saw the
I never
Revenant?
watched it.
Oh, it's great.
I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah, see, Dom knows what's up. Leo should have won an Academy Award for
Hey,
Basketball
my
Diaries,
hey,
bruh.
That was a that's
Hey,
a,
The Beach, hands down.
Come on, that shit's fire, bro. I fuck with the beach. Even that weird ass part when he's tripping on shrooms playing video games out in the
Yeah,
wilderness
yeah,
alone.
yep,
The beach is
yep.
dope, bro.
The Beach is funny. as
Yeah,
shit.
I kind of feel like they just like were like, we got to give it to him for the Revenant.
For something.
He ate a raw fish.
Yeah.
His dude slept in a horse. Let's just
Yeah.
give it to him.
Right.
If you look at his career from Gilbert Grape to then,
Exactly.
it's like he's done so much.
Titanic.
You can't
Gilbert
deny
Grape.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's
Yeah,
he's
he's
got it. He's goated.
undeniable.
He's
Yeah.
up at the top.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
When was Basketball Diaries, fellas?
1995.
95.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy,
Damn.
bro.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Uh-oh.
In
We got-
95.
We got our own fact checkers.
Look, we do, bro. We got
Right.
our
How
own
about that?
Jamies over there, and they're slacking.
dope.
He had to have been in 95. When he
He's probably
did.
like 17.
Nah, he was probably like
Older,
in
you
his
think?
18. I'm out. Nah, bro, you're
How old?
wrong. He's 18.
You know exactly.
You're way off, dog. Not 17.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shit.
Who had a poster of this motherfucker? This guy.
Way off, dog.
This guy.
Nah, but can you imagine? That'd be fucking wild. He was 21 in Basketball Diaries.
Oh,
See?
no shit.
You were way off,
That
dog.
was a good role. That was a hard role.
Basketball
for
Diaries.
When he's kicking, and is it? That's not Forrest Whitaker.
I prefer
it's,
Hoop Dreams.
It's not Forrest Whitaker. It's Morpheus. Is the homie that's helping him kick
In what?
in Basketball Diaries?
Oh, I don't remember Basketball Diaries.
Yeah.
I remember the part where he's like crying at the door.
Oh, he's
like,
all,
the mom.
Mom, he
opened the
reaches
door.
in around. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he.
That
I don't
shit
know.
was
It's
tough,
crazy to
dog.
me that he didn't. But I don't know. I feel like if you're like, I don't think you should validate yourself as an actor or a director based off of these awards.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
But it seems like a lot of people do.
Well, the awards, I mean, really, I mean, I look at the awards whole scenario as like it helps you push your price up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing
Like,
with a Grammy.
Yeah, yeah. But Grammys, I would even say Grammys like it's not as big of a jump as with the Oscars, because you got to think the Oscars, man, they'll hold them motherfuckers. Like Al Pacino, how long, and him and Denzel, and like there's a bunch of people who had to wait years
Before they got one.
and they were paid, they were recognized, they were well known and legit, and it took them a long time before they gave them their flowers on that.
What did Pacino win his first Academy
Sin of
Award
a
for?
Woman, I think.
And that was well deserved.
Yeah.
For what? For which one?
God damn, Sin of a Woman.
Hooah!
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'll take a flamethrower. Listen, when he's like
He should have
about
got it.
to,
He should have got it for Carlito's Way, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
for
man, no, that scene in Son of a Woman, bro, when he's sending him away, when he's gonna blast himself,
Yeah.
and he's in the room, bro, he's all, I'm in the fucking dark, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, bro. What did?
Yeah.
So then, what did De Niro win it for first?
De Niro. Oh, wait a minute. Was it?
Wasn't The
What-
Godfather?
It wouldn't have been
Nah, it
Bronx
wasn't
Tale. What else?
No,
what
that
else
one
would it
slept
been?
on. You know how many
Bronx
people?
Tale?
You know how many
Don't
people
even
still
know.
don't even realize that he directed that movie?
Damn. Yeah, bro, that was such a dope fucking movie.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best mob movies.
Says the Italian guy.
I know. Get out of here. Forget about
Now
it.
you-
Like,
now you
let me
can't
tell you
sleep.
about the Bronx
Yeah.
Tale.
Now listen, Bronx Tale's dope, but it ain't no blood in, blood out, my dude. You know what I mean?
have we heard about Minister Society?
Hey,
Hold on
listen,
now.
bro.
New Jack City.
Hey, that's funny as fuck.
yeah.
You know what though? To me, Menace to Society and Blood In, Blood Out,
Those are your two.
they're because they're the right amount of gritty
Yeah.
for the story they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
And that's always been my issue with Boys in the Hood, bro.
It's
It's a little goofy. It's a little Lifetime channel, bruh.
Yeah.
When Cuba comes in and he's just like, oh, and he's swinging at nothing, and she sits down, she has to act like it's like hurting her feelings. I can't stand that
you
part.
don't understand a black man's angst. That's your problem.
But hey, he
what
should have been
about-
punching real motherfucking people.
He couldn't punch his dad. His dad would have hit him right back.
Yeah.
Fish would have been like, bro.
Morpheus.
Damn.
It was Forrest Whitaker.
No, it was
No.
No.
Yeah.
In Basketball Diaries.
Oh yeah.
It
might
was
have been Forrest
it
Whitaker.
was
Oh, okay.
Morpheus in
In
Boys in the Hood,
Boys in the
Yeah.
Hood,
and it was
yeah.
Forrest Whitaker in Basketball
Yeah,
Diaries.
Furious Styles.
Yes.
Furious Styles, which is a rap name that I'm surprised nobody ever picked up.
Well, I mean, that's definitely 1989 rap name.
Furious Styles.
Is that his?
We
that's
got
his-
Busta
that's his-
Rhymes.
That's the government name.
No, that was the character's name.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In-
Can you imagine?
in,
I
That's
was like,
crazy.
dog. what
Nah,
the-
that's crazy.
That's dope as fuck.
Hey,
that's
can you imagine?
fresh as a motherfucker.
Jay has his first kid.
I just
Jay has his first kid. Mom, guess what? I'm gonna name him Furious
Furious.
Styles.
Bro, there's a college football player named Jadakiss.
For real?
Yes,
Well, I mean-
I was watching highlights because he did something. I can't even remember the highlight. I just remember hearing the announcers being like, "And Jadakiss," and I was like, "Where's Kiss? Like, what is that? Like, what is this?"
Jada got his hands and everything. He even playing high school football.
right.
Hey, that's crazy,
They
dog.
named
That
That
would
boy
be dope. I
Jada
want to hear.
Kiss.
I want to hear some new shit from him.
Bro, he be dropping.
He dropped some shit with
He
Will Millie's,
dropping.
but I want to hear like a new project from him.
Yeah, I think he dropped not too long ago.
No way.
Is
Yeah, bro,
he still
Jada,
doing it?
He
Jada's dope
stays.
as fuck,
He stays
bro.
going, bro.
That's good, man.
He's been.
What does he say? He says on one of Millie's tracks, he goes, "I'm from the place where if you got it, you don't show it.
Yup.
And if they ask about it, and even if you know it, you don't know it."
Yeah.
Jada.
Dog, yeah, his shit's tight.
Dog. So the other day, bro, I had to go back after we had the combo with Dirt and we were talking about like the 90s rappers, early
Yeah, yeah,
2000s. I went back and revisited Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Bro, Illmatic is it's unfucking real,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's unfucking real that Nas did that at 16 years old.
Was he
Doesn't make any
16?
sense.
I thought it was
Fucking
19.
16.
Okay,
You're way off, Leonard.
Way off, dog.
Leonard,
I didn't have the poster. Who had it?
This guy, bro, that's fucking insane, dog. Like, and it's a trip to me because so much of it sounded like it made me really wish that we got more of a career from Big L, because
Oh,
you
yeah.
could hear the Nas and Big L, like their delivery, their cadence, like just the way that they like kind of like.
They kind of backflipped on tracks.
Yeah, bro. But the
Yeah.
thing with Big L versus Nas is Big L was more animated. He had more swag to his bounce than Nas. Nas was like more straightforward delivery, on point, always on that razor sharp edge, right? But it made me really fucking miss Big L.
Yeah.
And then I went into Reasonable Doubt too, bro. Like those two out, bro.
Yeah.
God, Reasonable Doubt is ridiculous.
I remember
bro.
trying to get people to listen to that shit in '96, and nobody, and people was just like, "Man, what is that?"
It was-
and I'm like,
What is
Y'all are
that?
listening.
It was
"No,
the-
I'm serious," because in '96 it was so much other like dope stuff that was out,
Yep.
and it was like I ain't gonna say Jay-Z was slept on, but
He was.
in Detroit. People weren't up on it like I felt like I was up on it. Like I was trying to put my
Well, there
friends
was a
on
lot
it,
of people
like,
out. Like what? Pac was still out. Big.
Yeah,
Big
there was
Yeah,
still
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Their
Big was
music
still
was
out.
still
Yeah, there was a
pumping.
bunch of other people.
Yeah.
You thought he was slept on in Detroit. Imagine down
Right,
here.
right.
Ain't nobody trying to listen to no
Yeah.
Jay-Z down here in New Mexico in
And
96.
see, he's dope, dog. Like that. Like again, yeah, that album's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, he
But,
even
but
says
I
in there.
never listened to him like he listened. But because like where we are, we're so far south, like so far away from that
It
sound.
takes forever for New York to
Yeah,
get here.
bro.
Yeah.
And so like we were, you know, I mean, I listened to like NWA and like, you know,
Because
all-
that's right around
that's right
the
here.
way.
And then little, like
He was all Ghetto Boys at 3-6.
I was- yeah,
Well,
I
that
really
hit-
was, dog.
Bro, we were listening to Ghetto Boys down here a long time ago,
yeah,
dog.
yeah, bro. Like and then like Texas like
Yeah.
started popping. Like not started, they've been.
Yeah.
But what started
that's what
popping
we-
there
that's what we
hit
had.
here right away.
I noticed
Yeah.
out here it was like Bay Area,
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep.
And like those were the ones that like people always knew.
Because of I-40 and I-25, dog.
Yeah.
We're like at the
Yeah,
crossroads of all that,
yeah,
so it
yeah.
all hit here right away.
Yeah.
Faster than all the way out.
Well,
on
you
the
gotta
East
hit,
Coast.
you gotta hit
Yeah.
the panhandle.
You know what I mean? So down here in 96, bro, like Reasonable Doubt was not in
Yeah.
rotation,
Yeah.
right? But since I was constantly searching for more, I felt like Johnny Five, I'm like, input.
Yeah.
Input, you know what I'm saying? Los Locos
That's
kick
it.
your balls into outer space.
That's good. We gotta use that, bro.
That's fire, dog. Come on, bro. Input.
Input.
That scene,
Johnny
listen,
Five.
the last scene, bro, they're playing I Need a Hero and he's leaking oil, bro, and he's
You
chasing
were-
those
Tears.
motherfuckers down, bro.
Tears.
Bro, just one scene.
Young
Transformers ain't got
tears.
shit on
That
it.
was
I was
young
like,
tears
come
right
on,
there.
Johnny
When
Five.
when he makes
When he
that
swings
jump.
onto the boat, bruh. And then
Johnny too.
at the very end, he's gold.
Yeah.
How did those movies get made?
Man,
Magic,
that was
dog.
that
Magic.
was
Magic.
legit. Yeah, that was the shit
That's
right
the
there.
Hollywood.
man.
What is it? The Hollywood magic. That's
Yeah.
what they-
Wild.
That's what they call it.
Another movie that there's
I
no
always,
way would
I always
be made
remember
today.
him. What's that one where that guy's like chasing him, and then I just remember that scene, and then all of a sudden the guy's like looking around, and he just drops out of the tree.
Oh yeah! Oh
This
yeah!
fucking
Oh, and he's
robot
like behind him,
just
bro.
dropped
He
out of the
just-
tree.
bro. I forgot about that. He's got that little like grappling hook on his
Yeah,
back, bro.
yeah.
When our homie hooks him up, remember? He's like all beat up, and he's like, now let's. He's got like spikes and bro. That
right.
listen. When I was a kid, though, that shit was it, bro.
That was
All the audio and the little tunings and shit that they actually put in were on point, bro. Like they were funny as fuck.
Any movie in the 90s where the peak scene had I Need a Hero in it was going to get you right here every time,
you
bro.
gonna feel it. You
Right
gonna feel
here,
it.
bro. It just, bro, chills. You're like, oh, bro, I need a hero. Dog, come on, you knew it was about to go. It was about to go. Damn, we've been talking. We ain't even introduced this motherfucker.
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Bro, that's because we back in the trap house, bro. We
Yeah.
home, bro.
rapping.
All right, bro.
It's a little too comfortable.
A little too comfortable. Listen, you are now tuned in
That one right there.
to Respect the Connect. Your host, Johnny James, is right here in my old fucking seat. Len Words is here. What's good, Len Words?
Everything's good, man.
Jason's here. What's good, Jay?
Everything's good, man.
Let's go. Everything's good from everybody. Episode 40. Make some motherfucking noise. Let's get it. I forgot to ask production if we were in focus, but we're in focus because me and Len Words got us in focus.
Yeah,
so
we checked that.
Oh, shots fired! We double checked and we threw it on the fucking TV over here. See, that's the weird shit about having the TV right here, because we can put it this direction, and instead of looking at you guys, I'm like, damn, man, I should have wore a different shirt. I got something on my face.
And then there's that
shit.
latency too. So
There's that
yeah,
weird
like-
little. It's
yeah.
kind of crazy, bro. That 40 episodes, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I know that's still not a lot, like compared to like other fucking podcasts that are out there.
Listen, man. Most podcasts don't make it past what? What was the number?
5.
5.
That's crazy.
5
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, most people start and get up to 5 and then realize like how much work it is.
And they're like, nope.
And how much of a pain of like
That's where
you know,
the team
scheduling.
comes into play. You
Yeah.
have to have a team. Everybody plays their part,
Yeah.
and it comes together.
It's still a pain in the ass.
It sure is,
it's
yeah,
still
but
a lot of work.
I'm trying to make it not sound that bad.
Nah,
bro.
we got to make it sound that bad because motherfuckers be just trying to pop with a podcast. We don't need
Yeah,
more podcasts.
True.
Listen, guys, don't do it. It's horrible. Turn the cameras back in. Go back to Best Buy. Get a refund.
But tune in to our podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
Every
not the
other
one that
Make sure
Jay-
you don't
every
miss the
every
next
other
episode
Tuesday.
of Respect to Connect.
Hey, man, you know, this is the time of year down here in the Duke, fellas. State Fair just started
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First day
Oh,
of the
it started
state
today?
Fair.
Damn.
So all the young kids fair walking.
Yes. You gotta go
That's
over
the
there, bro.
fairest
That's
shit.
where you
You
find
gotta
some-
go over there,
I
dog.
ain't going over there. Man,
To the
hell
fair,
no.
bro.
If I go, it's gonna be early in the day. I'm gonna wear me a Brovid mask,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me some cheese curds, and I'm out that bitch. Listen, those green chili cheese curds,
You know-
my dude.
But you're not
Yeah.
staying?
You're gonna walk Main Street?
I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I
Yeah.
do it every single year,
I was
bro.
about to say
Damn.
you've done your numbers.
I kind of have, bro. I might skip this year.
Really?
I just might.
Even for the young ones, you're not gonna make it.
I'm
the
taking
trip?
them to Disney next month.
I was about to
Okay.
say they're on their own, dog.
Yeah, they're not, man.
You know
Dom moved
what I
out.
mean?
The other three,
Right,
they're fending
right,
for
right,
themselves.
Dom, you
right.
need to take your brothers to the fair.
I'm gonna go drop them off at Cliffs, bro. I'll pick
There
y'all
you
up
go.
when they close.
Hey, Cliffs is popping during the state fair, man.
It
The
is.
crowd, the lines are shorter.
Well,
like,
'cause- and it's
nice.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Man, we just here shitting on the state fair. So much for my state fair endorsement.
Ain't shitting on the state. Yeah, right. Ain't shitting on the state fair. The
No.
state fair is
Well, the
legit,
state-
man.
yeah.
It really
but
is.
It's one of those things where it's like, you know, where you gonna spend your time and your money.
It's expensive. and let's be real, it has gotten more expensive, dog.
It continues
It does.
to get more and more
Like
expensive.
everything else.
Yeah, well,
Man, I went to go buy some goddamn groceries the other day. Sheesh. I don't need 2 kidneys, right?
And you got a grocery.
I got a grocery. Hey, guys, we got this package of meat we got to split for the week.
Bro.
Yeah.
But everything's going up in price, bro. But the state fair is the shit because, like, there's a bunch of dope ass vendors. The food's fucking super dope. The rides are hella sketchy. Let's
Yeah.
keep it all the way funky here. You probably ain't gonna catch me spending $200 to ride that fucking slingshot. And I like rides, but I like rides that stay in one place consistently.
Would you do? Would you?
That
do
doesn't
that
sound
right?
like a ride. That sounds like
No, that sounds like
standing in place.
no. That sounds like Universal Studios, Disneyland,
3D,
Six
just sit in a
Flags,
comfortable chair.
Right?
and they
No, those sound
blow
like
air on the back of your neck.
state
and it's like,
fair
it's
rides.
It's 4D.
They travel constantly.
Yeah.
They're taking them up, taking them down,
Yeah.
putting them up, taking them down.
Yeah, some
you mean to
of them
tell
are
me they
crazy.
saved all them bolts?
You don't trust carnies?
I wouldn't say I don't trust
I
carnies.
trust them with my life.
Man.
Damn.
I see a bolt fly off that motherfucking slingshot. They're gonna end up on
Yeah,
top of the
bro.
Sandias, bro.
I'm like, you probably set something up from IKEA, dog. Imagine a fucking 150-foot ride. bro.
Crazy.
Nah.
And yeah, so and I like that shit, bro. I'm telling you, I'll ride the craziest fucking rides.
Okay. Would you do the
rides.
one that one out in Vegas where it's like you're over the,
I have.
the edge? Really? And then
Yeah.
it like keeps dropping
Yeah.
like that? Yikes.
They don't even have, honestly, you know what? They don't even have that one anymore. They got rid of it.
Really?
They replaced it with one. Now you can just like free fall off the stratosphere.
Fuck.
Really?
dog.
Yeah, you're like harnessed in and stuff, but it's just
Yeah.
pretty much a free fall and then it slows you down.
You're not. Are you sitting in something or
No,
you just?
it's like you're just free falling. They got you harnessed down,
Like
but
a
then
bu-
you
like a
slow
bu-
it.
like a
Kind of
bungee?
like bungee, but more free fall. Like you stop. You know what? Honestly, bro, the ride still, bro, that like still fucks me up is any of the drops, right? Even the one at Cliffs, it's smaller than the one that's like at the top of the stratosphere.
Yeah.
But that creep up to the top,
Yeah.
and you're like, why the fuck did I get on this?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I trying to prove here? And then you just drop.
How long is the drop?
Oh, it's probably like 2 seconds, but it feels like 5 million
Fuck,
years.
yeah, dog.
Your
yeah.
sphincters like
I'm-
this,
I'm
my
not,
dude.
I'm not a rider like that, dog.
You ain't a rider,
I ain't
bro?
A rider,
You,
bro.
you ever been to Cedar Point in
No.
Ohio?
Really?
Man, listen.
Nah.
Number one amusement park
For real?
in the United States.
Cedar Point?
Cedar Point.
Never even heard of it.
Sandusky, Ohio. It's right off of Lake Erie.
What's a standout ride?
Shit, man. When I was a kid, it was the Demon Drop.
Hold
Yeah.
up. Is
That-
it like what I'm talking about?
That
Where it
doesn't,
takes you up
that
and just
doesn't
drops
even
you?
sound appealing, bro.
I mean, it kinda
The
does.
Demon Drop?
Yeah, but
I wanna do it.
Yeah, I don't know, dog.
Oh man, bro. It was like you get up in a vertical like cage or box,
Uh-huh.
and it's all like it's straight up, and then it's just like free fall, just drop, and then at
Everything you
the very
just
at
said
the very
got worse
end it just
after every word, bro.
It just sleds.
Oh, and then it's
It
at
just
the end it
slides. Yeah, at the
slides?
very it just slides and straightens you out. But from way up here, it's just like just straight down.
How
Crazy.
tall would you say?
well, it wasn't like 200 feet, but it was like close. Because they very famously, when I was in high school, came out with one. It was called like the Magnum XL 200 or something, but it was like 200 feet on a roller coaster. So
See,
it was
I
like
do
click
roller
up.
coasters, bro. But like, yeah, like the drops, I can't fuck with the drops like that. I don't
Yeah,
think.
man.
I mean, I don't know.
Because those ones are sketchy.
Yeah.
Those ones make
I
you.
love those, man.
So do I. I fuck
love,
with all
like-
those kind of shit.
That shit's
And I
crazy.
still won't get my ass on a motherfucking state fair ride, bro. They tear those down and put those up on a weekly basis, bruh.
Yes.
Travel with
Isn't
them.
that
Yes.
crazy, dog?
Listen, scratch yourself, fuck around and get hepatitis and shit.
Oh man, you hating? You hating? I love the state fair.
So do I.
Yeah,
Maybe
like.
just not
I like
the
it.
rides.
I fuck with the vendors. I like
I
the
fuck with
I
the
like
food,
the
bro, yes.
performances.
Yes.
Like I like the rodeo part. You know. Yeah.
Spanish Village is,
The yeah,
my
I
shit.
was just
I'll
about
be
to say
staying
that.
I
there.
like
Oh,
the games. You ever win?
No.
Nobody
You
wins.
never
dog.
win?
Nobody wins.
Those are rigged.
Man, nah, fuck it. I win some. And
They got
I
that basketball
fuck
hoops
around.
about this big and the balls.
Well,
this
they're
big.
bent in the front.
They are.
And then
Yeah.
they're like 11 and a half feet and they're tilted back.
Hey, if Steph Curry can't make those motherfuckers, I ain't. And I watched him clank about 15 of
I
them
seen that
bitches.
clip too, man. he was
was
like,
clanking
something
them.
not right.
Something's off with that hoop, bro.
I bet if you went up and you actually put the ball, try to put the ball in, you would have to push it through.
No, you know what? The only time I've ever made it, I banked it in. That was
That's
the only
the
way I
trick.
could do it. That was the only way I could
I
make
still
it.
don't know if Lindors could even ball, dog. Like,
Bro, yeah, man, listen. You better
It's
check.
getting fresh.
You better check the Hall of Fame.
It's getting fresh out here. Let's go hit it, bro. My ankle's
it's
healed.
cooling
More-
down.
more
It's
like the
cooling
Hall of
down, man.
Shame in a
Y'all,
little
man,
bit,
you know what I'm
dog.
saying?
I'm about to fuck
The
around.
Hall of Game.
I'm about to fuck around and beat Jay again at
This
20.
guy.
There you go. We're
gonna
already
talk about
re-
it for another
He's
2
already
years.
like, oh, my ankle's getting better.
right.
better,
It's only
but,
been 4 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm putting the asterisk
But
behind
episode
it.
78 will be good, bro.
We'll be cherry, bro. Find us a good indoor air-conditioned fucking
Yeah,
basketball
right,
court, bro.
right.
It's going down.
On some rolling chairs, we'll be chilling, bro.
man, all day.
Hey, real talk though, I fuck with the state fair.
Yeah, of
okay?
course,
you
I
got
do.
got
It's
to.
the shit. I know I said I probably ain't gonna go on Saturday, but listen, I'm probably going to go. Those green chili cheese curds, my dude, those are it, bro.
I haven't had them yet.
Oh, dog, it's
I don't-
worth the traffic. It's worth
There ain't
the
nothing
line.
worth the traffic, man.
Those green chili cheese curds are, my dude. They are fucking. What do you guys say? What do the youngsters say? They're fucking bussing.
On God.
On God. On God.
On God, on God.
On God.
They say
on
that. They
God.
say that they don't even believe in God.
They don't. They don't.
You don't even believe in Jesus.
You
Why
don't
you wear
even believe
Jesus,
in
please?
So right after
He
the
over there
state,
bouncing.
right after the state fair, we got the fucking Balloon Fiesta.
I fuck with the Balloon Fiesta, though.
That's
Really?
because you live right next to it and you can see those motherfuckers for free.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You ain't even got to park on the freeway like
Hell no,
like
he's
all the
got better.
cheapskates.
He's got better seats than if you're on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Balloon Fiesta. Yeah, the parking, dealing with that parking
That's
and
the worst
traffic,
part.
that shit
Oh, it's
sucks,
horrible.
bro.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
I think it's a love-hate for like people that are actually from here, right? Like we love seeing them in the sky. It's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sun coming up.
Yeah.
Balloons scattered in the sky, sandias popping. That shit is picture majestic.
But see, yeah, fuck yeah. But
But-
we see them all year, bro. Even in winter.
But
I'm
not like that,
I'm
though.
like, God
They gotta-
damn,
they
dude,
gotta-
it's like 30 degrees outside.
They
and
got to test them.
Yeah, they do.
They gotta fly them a certain amount. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
like
I know.
the team's got to put them up.
but
a
it's
certain
different.
amount of time
It's
every
different to see like 5
Right.
yearly
Yeah.
than to see like
year.
hundreds.
The mass ascension.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit's sick, bro. That shit's yeah.
Yeah.
So that part is the shit, and obviously the fucking tradition of getting up early as fuck, going over there, freezing your fucking balls off,
Right.
getting a fucking burrito. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A little fucking Pion coffee. Yes, I am looking for the motherfucking sponsorship. Holla
Shout out
at
to Pion.
me.
That's like-
Pion
yes.
coffee.
That's part of
You
the
gotta
ritual,
drink a little
bro.
bit more because I think there's less caffeine in that motherfucker. But whatever, I'll drink 2 cups.
You know
Shit,
what? You know what? Someone put me on.
Biscochito, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Yup, the
Yeah.
biscochito Pinon. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
that's the shit.
put me on at the Balloon Fiesta was coffee and hot chocolate.
Oh yeah, together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I never
that's,
fucked
that's
with it.
That's
and
it.
I was like, oh wow, it's not quite a mocha, but it's something else.
But it's not
You know,
quite a
yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
So I
Not
I
bad.
fuck with creamer,
Not
bro.
bad.
So I like my shit kind of
You fuck with creamer?
But when I'm out of creamer, that's what I use. I use this hot
Yeah,
chocolate.
really?
I'll mix them, yeah.
I think that's the first time anybody ever said, "Listen, dog, I fuck with creamer." Y'all don't fuck with creamer? The fuck is wrong with you?
Trademark.
I like mine
Shit.
black.
I don't fuck with creamer. Hey,
Like my
talking
coffee,
about-
like I like my women.
All creamy.
There you go.
This
Mixed.
motherfucker said all creamy.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm gonna have to trademark that shit, bro. All sick, all creamy.
All creamy.
Yeah. Oh.
All creamy.
All sick. All
Hey, there's a new
creamy.
strain, Dom. All creamy OG. Hey, talking about food hacks like the coffee with the fucking hot chocolate, right?
Yes.
So I never ever do this shit. I'll see some shit online and people are mixing foods together. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I'll just keep scrolling, right? But this one dude was talking about this fucking Chick-fil-A hack.
What is this?
Bro, I had to try it. So you get the hot and spicy, just regular, not the fucking ultimate one with potatoes, tomatoes and shit. Potatoes. You get the Polynesian sauce, right?
Okay.
You take the chicken out of the bread, put it back in the package, put 2 things of Polynesian sauce, shake that shit up real quick, marinate it real good. It's all over it, right? So you throw it back down on that motherfucker. Then you get the mac and cheese. Throw the mac and cheese on top of the fucking chicken. Then you get the buffalo sauce. You throw that on top of the mac and cheese. Smash the bread on top of it. My dude, let me tell you right now, that shit should be on the motherfucking menu.
You stop, man.
Bro, I'm not even
sounds
playing,
terrible.
dog. That shit is a
sounds
fire.
like too much
Audience, y'all need to try it.
bullshit.
It ain't
That's
too
too
much.
much bullshit.
I swear. Hey,
What
yes, I would.
6-year-old came up with that fucking recipe?
Hey, it worked. It worked. Whatever 6-year-old did it is a fucking genius. Because that shit is fire.
I ain't gonna lie. I like all that shit. Sounds good, bro. But
That sounds like a damn Thanksgiving plate,
Yeah,
man.
it's
What you talking about?
I'm
Just-
surprised you didn't slap it in a burrito and
Hey,
fucking go
man.
on your way to work, dog.
Hey, it looked like when you mix all your food together on the tray at school.
Yeah.
That's who I felt like. I felt like the kid that was like, yeah, I'll throw milk on top of my mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and I'll
like-
eat it. Watch.
Yeah, I like mustard on my pizza.
Talking about that, I seen it the other day, and it clicked for me. Why the fuck were they giving us why the fuck were they giving us chocolate milk with every meal in school?
What's wrong with chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk with every meal?
Why not?
Chocolate milk and mashed potatoes?
I would have chocolate milk
Chocolate
right now
milk
if you
and
had it.
pizza?
Yeah, man, you know
So
what
would
I'm saying?
Dom.
Give
Bro,
me some
what's up? Hey,
chocolate milk.
we'll go to fucking to Bubba's or wherever the fuck we go eat. Dom's like, let me get a water and a chocolate milk.
I ain't never seen nobody order chocolate milk at a restaurant. You got a problem.
A hack?
I found a way around it. Now I let one of the younger ones over
And he
there,
just drinks
I'll be like,
it.
Let me get what they got.
Oh man.
Hey, Dom still kill chocolate
Oh, you
milk.
know, you gotta be like, you know what?
Let me just get one of
You
them.
might as well get 2 of them.
Right,
He
right,
drinks.
right.
He goes through.
Right,
He
it.
loves
right.
this shit.
He likes
Grab that
these.
shit.
But
Yeah.
why the fuck were they dosing us up with chocolate milk for lunch?
Hey,
Well,
man.
didn't we talk about this?
Gotta be ready.
The whole milk, like the whole milk thing was like they were pushing it on us.
The agenda of the
agenda
milk
of the
industry.
milk. Big milk.
Big
Big
milk.
milk
But
day.
listen, chocolate milk with every meal, dog. With pizza.
Yeah.
With mashed potatoes.
It goes
With
down.
fucking enchiladas,
Goes
bro.
down good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we go back to like the next period, all fucking full of phlegm. You can't even talk to your.
Yeah.
All bloated. and
Hold up,
fucking, like-
you're all out. You're asleep from the fucking chocolate milk coma. Crazy. Why the fuck we still on the Balloon Fiesta. So Balloon Fiesta, right?
No, we were
Yes.
talking about the mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Stop
he was
it.
coming into food hacks.
It was
This
food
guy
hacks.
went left with this
Shit was
shit.
fire.
Macaroni and
It was
cheese.
Like, you need to
and
stop. That
and
don't sound good.
2 different kinds of sauces. And then you shake it up in the back like a crackhead? You mean, Johnny? Yeah, you shake it up. What you mean, crack?
Hey, I got these cheeseburgers.
Damn.
Got this Polynesian sauce.
Yeah, right. What
Hey.
is this stuff,
Bro,
man?
I'm fucking crying over here, bro.
Hey,
you talking
it
about?
sounds crazy, but
It
that
does.
shit's fire, dog.
That's doing too much.
Absolutely
Bro.
fire.
Are you
sounds-
cooking the shit in the kitchen too at that point?
Nah,
Yeah.
You know?
nah. That's Jesus chicken.
Yeah. Oh,
It don't
man.
need to be cooked.
Right.
Jesus chicken.
Just gotta, you know.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking
That
crying.
was
That was
good,
sick,
bro. That was
man.
hilarious.
It's fire, dog. It's fire,
You're
bro.
wrong. That's
So,
too much.
I think a lot of people, bro, like locally down here in Buddha, we got a love hate for the Balloon Fiesta. We all love the state fair. Everybody cool with it. We go no matter what. We've been going since we were kids.
Yeah.
The Balloon Fiesta, same thing, bro. We love the way like the balloons are. We love the history. We love the culture behind it. But there's a lot of people that come into town that make existence during that time a little difficult.
Well, the main thing is your favorite restaurants are going to be packed.
Yes.
The hotel rooms are going to be packed. The Airbnbs are going to be packed. So it's good for business.
It's
You
just
know what I'm saying? It's just
navigating and moving around as a local.
If you work, if you got to be at work at 8 and you work over there by the Journal Center, or not the Journal Center, over there by the Fiesta Park, it's like, man, you better
2
leave at
hours
6.
early.
Yeah.
Better have one of them little things on your dashboard that
Yeah,
says, I belong here.
I should be here. Don't tow my shit.
I belong here.
'Cause
They
will
probably
get your
still
ass
tow
out
your
of there,
shit.
Yeah.
Just call in, bro.
There you go.
You
There
have
you
to
go.
like avoid that whole area, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's
because
like,
they have like half of it blocked. They have like Alameda, which is what the Balloon Fiesta is off of, is Alameda.
Yeah.
It's like one lane for like 2-3 miles.
Yeah.
Because it's they have lanes
Yeah.
designated for that shit. So
that's why you do the parking ride and shit, man. It's like that's the only way to go. I remember I worked with the TV station, the broadcast, and I had to be there at like 2. No, I had to be there at like 3.
at the Balloon Fiesta Park?
At the park at 3 in the morning for the 7 a.m. broadcast.
God
So, and I had the hardest time, like, because I would have to go to bed at like 8 to try to fall asleep. And, you know,
And
8
have the
o'clock,
rest.
you just like, man,
Nah,
I'm
you
not
ain't ready to
tired.
go to sleep
Yeah,
yet.
so I would sleep for like 2-3 hours and then have to get up at like 2:30 and get up and get in the car and drive down there. And there wasn't any traffic then, of course, because
but it's freezing balls.
yeah, it's cold as shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're tired as fuck, and you gotta sit there and stay awake, you know, trying to stay awake to watch these balloons. And then of course when they cancel the shit because of the weather or some bullshit.
It's like, what
Because
the
the wind.
fuck? It was
It's
all
like,
just one big-
yeah.
They
Yeah,
always
man.
do.
That's the worst part, man.
I think that especially if
I
you
hate that shit.
trek out there for all that shit.
Yeah.
And then they cancel.
And sometimes it seems like the rain waits until
I
the
know.
week of the Balloon Fiesta.
The rain and the
rain's
wind.
like, ha, take that.
Monsoon season.
Take that, New
motherfucker.
Mexico.
Monsoon season,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, yeah.
Here's a little wind and rain.
Better late than never.
You know what's really dope for the Balloon Fiesta that a lot of people sleep on, I think, is the glow in the nighttime.
The glows are dope.
Yeah.
Bro, the fucking fireworks show for that.
Talk about, like,
smashes
traffic,
on the 4th of July fireworks show.
Yeah, they do more.
I went last time, but they got like drones and shit. Like they
Oh,
set
yeah,
this wall
they
of
did a
drones.
drone show.
Oh
yeah.
man, come on, that shit's
Yeah.
dope. You know what's
Yeah.
dope? What's cool, bro? Is we were a little spoiled for a few years, bro, because Mahito's teacher, Miss Sylvia, rest in peace, she just passed away. She lived kind of by where you guys live by the Balloon Fiesta, but they're even closer. So like their house like butted up against the arroyo that was right there.
Oh yeah.
So we'd go park at their pad,
Yeah, just
and
walk
they'd
over.
drive us.
Oh no shit.
But they'd have breakfast. So we'd pull up, coffee, breakfast. They
shit.
did it for like all their like close people and like their family and stuff. So we'd pull up, we'd park, we'd hop in the back, we'd eat, we'd hop in the back of the truck. They'd take us onto the field, and then we'd have to walk back after. But,
Yeah, but
we
it's-
skipped
it's-
all the traffic.
Right,
They'd
right.
give us them passes, them I belong passes.
Yeah, the I belong.
Hey, you know how dope it is to like that's
is my
like
neighborhood.
that's that VIP shit when
Yeah.
everybody's in line at the club and you walk up like, "What's up, B?" Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's me and 50 people. Run it. Everybody in line looking at you like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's
Who
how
is
it
he?
was.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Damn, we've been waiting here forever.
That's dope.
I live in this neighborhood.
Hey, we from here.
Yeah.
That's another movie. Is it Knocked Up? Because I can't have a bunch of old pregnant bitches stumbling around.
Dog.
He tells me he's all,
He's
"You old as
funny,
fuck."
bro.
So you're like, you're not old. You're not old for the earth. He was old for this club.
This club, dog,
not
he's
old.
fucking funny. I think he's underrated, bro.
He is, bro.
I think he slept
Come
on.
on,
Like,
The
fuck.
Office, bro. He was dope in The Office. Here we go again, Jay. I still ain't lent you my Blu-rays.
Who are you talking about?
Daryl in The Office.
Daryl, what's his name, bro? But
Oh man, the actor's name.
He's super talented.
Yeah, he's been in a
man.
lot of fucking movies too.
Bro, his shit on Eastbound and Down was some.
Oh,
of the funniest
bro,
shit.
yes.
When he was in that car and he was like, "Well, what about all that shit you did?" He was like, "Nigga, that's theatrics."
Yo. Hey, he's slept on, bro. He's
slept
funny
on
as
for
fuck.
sure.
Oh man, Craig Robinson.
There we
Yes,
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
So
him.
you can't have a bunch of pregnant old bitches stumbling around this motherfucker. Hey, so man, bro, we skipped a week for the pod, and we had some questions come through.
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did, bro. It's dope to see.
It's a Q&A.
Nah, but it's dope to see.
We need to do that.
That's a good idea.
Like a live.
That as you guys are watching,
We'll
if
get
you
there.
guys
We'll get
got
there.
questions
We'll get there.
that you guys want us to touch on, right? Drop that shit in the comments.
Yeah.
Send a message to one of us.
Him, just him.
Just me.
Just him.
Fuck what I just said. Not one of us. To one of us.
Yeah, to the respect.
Drop
the
a
connect.
comment. You guys got any questions? Anything you guys would want us to touch on? If it's something that we feel like we should, then we might fucking touch on it. And I got a question this week that I feel like it's something that we should touch on because it's episode 40, right? We're talking about, you said podcasts don't last past 5 episodes, right?
I didn't say that. That's statistics.
A fact, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is it goes to, the question was follow through, right?
Yeah.
When you start something,
Yeah.
are you going to finish it?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Sometimes, not all the time. I think that when you start something, sometimes if you don't take the time to make sure that what you're starting is what you want to do, sometimes you'll get into some shit that is like, this ain't really for me.
Yep.
You know, so that can happen too. And I've heard some good advice from some people who are like, yeah, really successful people don't waste a lot of time trying to force things to happen.
Yep.
They realize it's just like, you know what, I'm doing this wrong. Let me stop or let me quit and readdress
Or hire
you know.
somebody that can help me do it right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, there's somebody who's way better at this shit than me. So why am I wasting my time trying to learn it?
Yep.
When I don't really want to. So that's where I'm like, some stuff, yes. Other stuff, absolutely not. You want to definitely have follow through, because if you can't turn it on ever, that's a problem. But then if you can't turn it off ever, that's also just as much of a problem.
You could be wasting time on
Yeah,
something
because you'll
that you
become
don't-
an
I can see that.
overachiever.
I can see that.
You'll become an overachiever, and you'll be good at a lot of jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah.
Well, and then I kind of feel like you spread yourself like thin.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If you're trying everything, but like if you start, like if you're passionate about something, right, and you really really want to like walk down this path, you're gonna hit roadblocks, right?
All the time.
You're gonna hit roadblocks, and if you let those roadblocks stop you every time and you don't follow through and you push through them, you're never gonna really know.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you can't start a million things, because then you're not gonna know what you need to follow through on. You have to focus, bro. Like, you have to focus on the things that really mean something to you, right? And obviously not everything has to fucking mean the world to you, but the big shit that you're going to sacrifice time, energy, and effort towards.
Yeah.
Like starting a fucking podcast. We just said that in the beginning. This shit is a pain in the ass, having to set up fucking 5 different cameras, get everybody in focus, lights, switcher, this isn't plugged in, damn, Jay's fucking camera's glitching in and out, we gotta edit this motherfucker, right? Figures, it's always mine. Damn, Jay, I got the audio back and there ain't even no audio in this motherfucker, bro. Shit, bro.
That's funny.
I forgot to plug it in.
Follow through is big though, bro. Like, I mean, you don't want to just give up on while you're in the middle of something either. Like, you got to get to a good stopping point or finishing point.
Yeah.
But like to what you're saying, if it ain't worth it, then you got to call your losses.
So here's here's the question. How do you know when to say when?
Oof.
That's the trick.
You gotta know when to hold them and fold them.
Yeah, but you just gotta know when to stop, bro. Like, you gotta know if that follow through is even gonna be worth it, or are you gonna get your ROI, right?
You're right.
Because when you may not be spending money, but you're spending time, which you'll never get back.
You don't know how much it's worth. You'll never know.
But what's your, from just your personal experience, Jay? What would be like a moment in your life when you knew you had to stop? Like, was there a thing that happened, or is there a moment you can look back on and you're like, okay, yeah, nah, this is the end of this road?
What is it, motherfucker? fucking laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm like, I know he's gonna ask me this question, and I've been divorced, and I don't want to talk about this shit. I'm like, I don't want to talk about this shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a number of things, bro. But I would say I'm gonna pull it to like the music, right? So like there was a point in time where I was like recording a lot of different artists. Like we made good music, decent music, okay, right? But I was recording a lot of people, taking a lot of my time, and I wasn't getting the ROI. Not that it's all about money and everything, but it wasn't like fulfilling me with what I think I should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm putting all my time and effort into these other people's projects. When is it even going to get released?
Are they gonna ever finish it?
Like,
are they gonna promote it?
Promote it, a music video. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna take a step back from that.
Yep.
And I fuck with a handful of artists or whatever in an audio book, and you know what I'm saying. Like I changed my trajectory, and now I'm like, because anything I do is I put 100%, 150%. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna waste my time on somebody or something that's not worth it.
Yeah.
So I found a good stopping point. I finished albums and I finished projects with those artists. So I'm not just gonna be like, hey, I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna cut them off.
Motherfucker, you're not going anywhere.
Album's
I'm
only
done.
3 songs, motherfucker. We done.
This just an EP.
But I finished those, bro, and then I was like, all right, man. Well, this is what I gotta do. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do some research into this direction, audio wise. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's been other points, bro. Where like relationships and shit. But you just have to know, and you feel it.
Yep.
When it's like and then when you have to second guess it, like, well, nah. You're usually, when you're second guessing, you're like,
you're usually right.
And then you hold on for 6 months more, and you just hope.
And you're like, all right.
But time
but
moves quick,
and then
dog.
you hold on for 6 months more.
Well, and I think everybody's got a tendency to want to be comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So comfort is like regular.
Yeah.
Right? What repetition can be comfortable, even if it's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like you could spend 10 years in the wrong repetition, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's comfortable. So like you gotta I feel like an easy way to identify that is if like you're actively seeking discomfort on a regular basis.
Okay.
Because if you're actively seeking some kind of discomfort, you're gonna realize that you're comfortable might not be the right comfortable.
Well, that's what they say. They say, well, as cliches, it sounds the same thing, though, is get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well, because then you can identify things like that. Like, because sometimes you don't know, dog. Like, let's be real here. Like, you want to push through. No one wants to be a fucking quitter, bro. No one wants to have that on their resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see homies, bro, that like I used to like make music with, right? For example. And I know they haven't been making music for years, right? And I ain't gonna be like, hey, bro, you still making music? Because I know they're not making music. And that's gonna fuck with them because I know what their dreams were and what their aspirations were. I know that hasn't changed, but they didn't find that path successful enough, or they didn't reach the level that they wanted. So they laid it down, right? It wasn't to them. They weren't happy with it just being a hobby. They wanted it to be their everything, right? Yeah. So there has to come a point, like I said, no one wants a quitter on their resume. Yeah, I quit. I stopped. But you have to know when you're just banging your fucking head against the wall. Yeah. Because if you're wasting that time, putting that energy and effort into something that's never going to have any kind of ROI for you, you're wasting your time.
So what about so like at that point, is it like, how do you tell? So like if you're passionate about something, right? They say there's the 10,000 hour rule.
Right.
You got to put 10,000 hours in until you start being able to generate or make that a career, right?
Or actually be good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just copy people who did 10,000 hours.
Yeah, man. What do they say? They say the greats. What's the saying? They copy from
the great.
Yeah, there's a saying that I'm missing.
Yeah, you steal. Yeah, well, you steal from
when the
from
roosters.
the greats.
Yeah, steal from the great.
When the roosters are roosting,
roosters are roosting, motherfucker.
Nah, but you know, so it's like there's that. So it's like, how do you know when, is it something you want to put that 10,000 hours in? Like it's a daunting number. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think, bro, if it's something that you cannot go a day without obsessing about, you know.
Okay.
That's a good way to go. Okay.
If there's something in your life that every single day it's one of the first 5 to 10 things that crosses your mind right when you wake up, that's probably something to explore.
Really?
And it's probably something to not let die so easily.
Okay.
That would be my measuring stick, right? There's things instantly, like I said, bro, there's things that there's just no way. It's just who I am, right? It's my personality. It's not what I do. It's who I am as a person, right? So I couldn't lay that down because I'd be laying down a facet of who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no walk away from that, right? Yeah. And then there's also that other shit. If you want something bad enough, like what, I think it was a conquistador actually. They got here and they realized that they were outnumbered, massively outnumbered.
Yeah.
And instead of going back, the general burnt the fucking boats. So they had no way to go home.
Yeah.
So they had, it sink or swim, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's also that mentality.
Yeah.
So it's really
Burn the
kind
boats.
of, it's really kind of
Burn the boats.
a personal journey.
Yeah. I don't think there's one answer to the question. I
There's
think it's
not,
a personal answer. And I think for everybody, you got to figure out what works for you.
You gotta follow through
Yeah.
on at least something. You can't keep giving up. And like
You
throwing in
can't
the towel.
keep giving up. But I was just watching Jim Carrey talking about his father and how much he loved his father and how funny his father was. But his father realized at a certain point, hey, I'm not a comedian. I got to go be an accountant.
Yeah.
Because, I got a family to raise. And I think sometimes circumstances get people feeling like, okay, this is the way my life needs to go because this is the way it's going. And I got to make a change. And I don't get to be the secret dream version of me.
Yep.
I just got to be the practical, realistic version of me. And maybe I can lay a path for the next generation because obviously his son made it happen.
Yeah.
And, he felt indebted to his father. And he was like, my father is like the one who made it possible for me. He taught me how to be this way.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am.
Exactly. Yeah. And his pops died like right after he did The Mask or something like that. So he didn't even really get to see how big he really got to take it. But it's one of those things where it's like, especially as fathers, man, like sometimes you got to make those hard choices for the sake of the fam and for the sake of the people that you're responsible for, because it's like you're not really the one who gets to be selfish all the time.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you have those kind of responsibilities.
So kind of on that note,
tough.
bro, is man, I want to give you your flowers, bro, because for years, I mean, you too, you're pops too, man. You guys take care of what you need. But even besides like being a dad, bro, like I've done music with you for years, bro.
Yeah.
And this whatever Johnny says he's gonna do, it gets done, right?
Yeah.
All right. So whether it's just shooting a music video or printing up merch or whatever it may be, pulling up to somebody's quinceañera if it needed to happen, it's gonna happen. All right. I mean, don't hit them up to pull up.
Right.
No. But
for appearances,
but
contacts.
It happens. Yeah. Like the follow through is tough. Like you have to follow through with anything, and I mean, and that's why we're talking about this shit, bro.
Yeah.
But I want hats off to
Man.
you because you do follow through with like everything that you do, bro.
My dude.
And I respect it, dog.
Man, I appreciate that.
So what
bro.
was the question again?
The question was, how do you keep following through, or do you? The question was, how do you know when to keep following through, and how do you know when to lay it down?
And see, I think if you follow through enough, then that's like you start to build like a reputation, like you go, you start to build a reputation of you could trust this guy.
He's gonna do what he says.
Yeah, he's gonna do what he says. it's gonna get done. The job's
Yeah.
gonna get done.
Well,
You know?
and from years of like you just said, bro, Jay, thank you, my dude. That shit means a lot to me, my brother. From years of doing that and building that kind of callus now, like on some real shit, like that's just facts. If I say I'm gonna do some shit, sheesh, it's gonna be a cold day in hell. That shit ain't gonna get done.
Yeah.
Because that's a part of like my moral compass and my principles. Like you only have a few things in this world, and my word, I like to keep that shit as solid as a motherfucker. It's gonna take some shit for me to break some shit I said, dog.
Yeah.
It's fucking death in the hospital, bro. And even then, I rolled my car 4 times. I walked up out that bitch and shot a video the next day. Next day. In the fucking mountains. I could barely, I was still leaking blood. But I did that shit, right? Do you have to be that savage? No. Like, I'm not saying be a fucking idiot like I've been. But when you do things so many times, you build this callus and this repetition to where now I can look at things and I'm like, okay, this is worth my energy. This is not.
Right.
I'm leaving that alone. You have to start like cataloging things in your mind, of levels of importance, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm getting older now, shit, I gotta write that shit down, my dude. That's why that whiteboard's right there.
Right.
That whiteboard every week is full and then it gets erased. It's full and then it gets erased because if I don't have things to keep me on task, then even the important shit sometimes can slide through the cracks. Like today, for example, I forgot Johnny had a fucking eye appointment. I had like 7 meetings scheduled, right? And I'm like, oh shit, never mind, y'all. Shit, no meetings. Whole afternoon's done. I'll meet y'all next week. So I think with repetition and consistency, you start to see a more clear path on the stuff that you need to follow through on, and probably the stuff you need to put to bed.
But finishing, I think like I'm trying to say like finishing certain things is
you shouldn't quit halfway.
Is important. Yeah, you need to follow through and finish that task, bro. Because I mean, like think about it, bro. Like you get fired right after a job if you don't complete the task that they want you to do. They're like, well, he can't do it. This next dude will. So we're gonna let him go. Bam. This other dude's gonna work for even cheaper. But he finishes the job. You know what I'm saying?
There's this whole thing going around now too. I just seen, you just made me think about it. There's this whole shit where they're saying that they don't believe that they should give people 2-week notices anymore.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
See that shit? Yeah. They're like, well, if I'm gonna leave or I don't like I'm working here, I ain't gonna give you no fucking 2-week notice.
They don't give you. They don't do that to you. They make you drive to work, bro.
Last time I got fired was
They don't give you no 2-week notice. Get your shit, get the fuck out of here.
They gave me 2-minute notice.
Yep.
They
Get
was
the
like,
fuck
hey,
out of
man,
here.
Guess what?
Right.
You're gone.
So what do you what do you think? Do you think that's like layover from previous generations of how their responsibilities were instilled in them?
No, I think that the employment market was very different. For earlier generations, they had pensions in long-term employment, and you get one good job, a good-ass job, and then you stay there for 40 years, and you retire, and then you get your gold watch, and then you get your pat on your ass, and then you get, maybe 20 years to enjoy life.
And then you
and then you die. Yeah.
That's
But
it,
but real talk. But now, it's very much like, we'll use you when we need you. When we don't need you, you're laid off. And once we can get these robots to kick in, bro,
you done.
You out of here.
And see, to me, that's okay.
And it's like I had a homeboy who told me, not to cut you off, but I had a homeboy who told me a long time ago. He was like, "Look, man, these employers, a lot of them want a full-time commitment on your side, but they're willing to give you a part-time
on theirs
on their side."
Well, you're like, disposable. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, think of it this way, dog. Say you work that fucking job for 40 years of your life, right? And you get to the very end and say you don't make it. Say you pass away, right?
Yeah.
They're going to grieve for you for a couple of days. But then guess what's going to happen? They're interviewing for your position right after that short-ass grieving period.
It'll be about 15 minutes where I'll be completely inconsolable.
I mean? Exactly,
Dr. Evil.
I'll be completely inconsolable.
Be about 15 minutes.
Exactly.
But then
So-
I'll move on.
Especially these bigger corporations that look at you like just another number, bro. Right?
Yeah.
So I see both parts of the argument, right? I'm all for hard work, dog. Like, I'm an advocate. Work your ass off, bro. I'm all about working harder and smarter, right? Not just like I like both of them. Because if you're working smarter and harder, you're beating everybody, right? But I don't want to see someone throw their fucking life away to a corporation that gives zero shits about them and they're disposable, right? Because it's just weird to me that we exist on this blue rock. We have to pay to live here, right? I didn't ask for this shit. I didn't ask to be born here and have to pay all this shit.
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
and I understand that. Like, those are fundamental pieces of having to exist in a society. We have to have things around us that are built and function, right? But this whole premise of having to give your soul to this one corporation, no matter what the fuck happens, I think is played the fuck out.
Yeah.
Especially because they want full time from you. Guess what? They're part time on you, my dude.
Yeah, they want that loyalty.
Yes. But they ain't,
It's like you
they ain't
pick-
gonna
you pick a
reciprocate it.
side,
And this isn't for
motherfucker.
everyone, because there are businesses out there that have that fucking loyalty, right? Not very many,
Yeah.
right? They're very few and far between, but there are some of them, bro. So I
Yeah.
think now the day and age that we live in now is dope because you have the ability to be your own boss and create your own path if that's what you want.
Yeah.
It's out there for you a lot easier than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of different opportunities. I'd say it requires a learning curve that sadly I think the people who are most who would most benefit from it are people who are like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yes.
And it's like they're probably the least likely to adjust.
Yeah.
Because you literally have to throw out everything that you learned in college, everything that you learned on the job, and just like start from scratch. It's like, motherfucker, yeah, work from home, online, you know, hustle business, you know, AI, figure this shit out. It can happen for you, but for a lot of people, I think there's a certain level of comfort and stability that comes with having just a job. And that programming is hard to like get yourself out of when it's been just put in your head from day one. And a lot of people, like you told me once, you're like, bro, that's a hard Band-Aid to rip off.
Yeah.
That's a hard Band-Aid to rip off because most people can't do it.
Yeah.
Or they rip it off for a couple of months and they put it back on.
Because it's easier.
Yeah.
What? Because it's comfortable.
It's stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
It's stable. And when you realize when you're running a business that like you are both responsible for the income of the business on top of your own personal
Yep.
income, it's like it's not just making a profit. It's making a profit plus enough to churn out more
And feed
then,
everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
was
then
about to
you
say,
turn it
but
into
if you have
something with more
employees with you.
people and all the rest. It's like it's a ton more work than a lot of people realize.
It
And
is.
some people get into it and they be like, man, bro, I don't want to do all this.
And that's
I really
fine.
don't care to
And
do
honestly,
all
bro,
this.
and see, that's the flip side to the whole fucking internet entrepreneur, be your own fucking boss.
Yeah, because
crazy energy.
That's what's popping.
Right? It is.
It's
It
not
is.
for- it's not for
It's
everyone.
not, and that's fine, dog. I don't want people to get it twisted out there and think like, oh shit, I gotta fucking quit what I'm doing. I gotta go be my own boss. I'm gonna start a fucking Amazon store and I'm gonna
Be a
fucking sell protein.
millionaire.
Hey,
Right? Yeah.
You can do a side. That's a side hustle.
It is a
though.
side
Yeah.
hustle,
You
but
know?
I don't want people to get like. I think there's a lot of people out there that start feeling discouraged because they're like, "Well, damn, this isn't for me," and that's
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It isn't for everybody, dog. Bro, I don't have regular hours at all, bruh.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I'm like, damn, 9 to 5. Fuck.
Sounds
Yeah, that
pretty
sounds
good.
nice.
Sounds like a easy open and an easy close,
yeah.
and then I get to just chill.
Yeah.
That shit is not 9 to 5, dog. My schedule all over the place. I be working hours and hours and hours. Like, for example, today, for a fucking perfect example, bro. Up at 5, I had so many fucking meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. Had to pick my son up from school. Had to take him to his fucking eye appointment. Had to be back over here for one last meeting before I had to set up all the podcast stuff. Dog, we are shooting by 9.
Yeah.
And we're still going.
And we're still on it. Yeah.
But see, the thing is I fucking love my life and what I do.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So I'll sacrifice all those hours because to me, it's not really a sacrifice.
Yeah.
There are times when shit gets hard and you're like, man, would be easier if I went this other route.
Yeah.
But
No,
would
no.
it for me mentally? It probably wouldn't be.
No, I think after the longevity you've had of being like self-employed and doing your own thing, it would be a culture shock to you. Dog.
I'd lose it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it would.
be
Yeah,
crazy.
the first time somebody jump on his ass is like, Johnny, you 15 minutes late.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
Bitch, who are you talking to?
Bitch. Hey.
Yeah,
That's funny.
You said that? You said that?
Yeah.
You told the boss that? You told the CEO that?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, we're playing golf now.
Hey, I'd organize a fucking mass walkout with that motherfucker.
like they
bro.
did it, like that. You seen that Starbucks? That clip. Oh, it was a bunch of people at Starbucks. One guy, I guess he was trying to organize a union
At Starbucks.
At Starbucks. They fired his ass.
With a quickness.
And everybody else walked out. They was like, man, fuck that shit. And they realized, they was like, well, shit, nobody's here anymore. Like, they shut that bitch down quick.
It's like Jerry Maguire.
You would set off that.
Who's going with me?
What is that one with Ray Liotta where he tells all he's like it's his side chick and like she's getting in trouble at work because she's not showing up. And he's all, okay, I'm gonna go talk to your boss. And he talks to the boss, and he's all, she
can do whatever the fuck she wants to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's
not
Goodfellas.
working anymore.
Yup.
Yeah, was that Ray Liotta or was that?
Yeah, no, it's Ray
No,
Liotta.
it's
It's a
Ray
Goodfellas.
Liotta.
Was it? Okay.
Remember, he's all,
Oh,
she can do whatever the
Janice,
fuck
yeah.
she wants.
She's like
Janice,
shaking.
that's right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Janice can do whatever the fuck she wants. She didn't have well, that's like the same scene with the fucking post office guy when he
Yeah.
delivers the bad grades to his house.
Yeah, he was like, don't you
Like,
ever
you
bring
don't
another
fucking
piece of
deli-
mail.
My mom had to call the post
Yeah,
office
to figure out what happened with the mail.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
not to completely shift gears, bro, but there's definitely something I want to touch on, bro.
What's this?
Because it's kind of been weighing on me, bro. So last night, dog, my son had his second high school game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the high schools down here don't have their own fields, so we all use like different fields the city provides, right? I think we were at What was the name of the field, Josiah?
Was it Milne?
Milne, huh?
Yeah.
We're at Milne, which is like right by the Isotope Stadium and shit, right? So we're all there, and it was a late game, and about 9 o'clock rolls around, bro, and they get on the intercom. They're like, parents, everybody in the stadium, there's an active shooter
Oh damn.
right now in the neighborhood. The helicopters are going around, bro. Everybody in the stadium starting to freak the fuck out, right? So we all just kind of like just chill. I'm like, hey, chill out, like no panic. Like panic's when you get yourself fucking caught up in a twist real quick, right?
Yeah.
So we're chilling there, and helicopters come down, and everybody's still freaked out. Game ends, and the streets are still blocked off right there by the Isotope Stadium, and you could tell there was something that was fucked up, right? So I wake up this morning, fucking sure enough, bro, an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah.
They shot up the car that he was in. Whoever was driving him, I kind of heard. I'm not sure. I don't know the details. I heard that maybe it was his auntie, bro. She's in critical condition, but they found him gone on the scene, bro.
Wow.
Fuck, bro. Was it like a mistaken identity of the
Bro,
car? Do they know anything?
They so far what I've read, they don't really know shit, bro. All they know is that he's gone, bro, and I'm fucking sick of this shit, bro. Like, I look at Matt, bro. Matt's 11, dog. And as soon as I read that, like, story, like, he was in the car with me because we were dropping off Aaron this morning. And I was just, like, staring at him, bro. Like, I do not want to ever imagine that.
Yeah.
That's, bro, for somebody that, anybody, but for a child to lose their life that violently,
Yeah.
for what?
For what, bro?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, what the fuck is going on down here, bro? Like, what the fuck's happening, bruh? Where the fuck are the parents of these motherfuckers that are doing shit like this? You know what I mean?
That's why this shit's happening, bro. Is they don't have that parenting. They don't have that role model. You know what I'm saying? Like there's probably 100 different factors that come into play over time, dog. But
Yeah.
that's what it comes into, bro. Like lack of education, lack of role model, like you just being able to have your hands on a fucking gun at you know
Yeah.
at that age, bro, and not even knowing the value of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, we just take, you know, you're mad at this other crew or whatever the fuck, this other neighborhood, and that's how you take it out. But there's thousands of people in between those two
Well, and even if
groups,
it's not that,
dog.
even the fucking road rage shit, bro, down
Yeah,
here.
I was
dog.
just thinking. I was like, man,
sure,
it
man.
might not even be as deep as a crew or an organization.
might have cut
like,
them
it might
off.
have literally
Yeah,
be
something
just some
stupid.
horseshit nonsense.
I
And-
remember that road rage shit that happened on the freeway, bro.
With the little girl,
Yeah,
bro.
somebody took a little girl out.
All
like
I
that.
remember, bro, is I seen
She was like
is
6.
I seen the news, bro, and the dad was sitting in the middle, and he's just like this, bro, and he's got his hands and you know, like in disbelief, like what the
Yeah.
fuck did I just do? You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
shit it's just
It's
crazy,
crazy.
dog. The gun violence
Bro.
is just out of hand, and it's not even just in Albuquerque.
No, it's
though,
everywhere.
bro. It's everywhere.
But
dog.
see,
like, the mass
we-
shootings are out of hand.
Like this is
it's too normal.
This is us, right? It's way too normal. Like
Yeah.
it's so normal that we're almost numb to it, right? Until it hits close to home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you reminded, oh, that's right.
This shit
is
sucks.
fucking horrible. This shit sucks.
And,
Like-
then we clutch our gun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, what's the fucking solution, dog? Like that. Like it's so far gone now that I don't know, bro. Words, like all these programs, like what the fuck is there to do, dog? And like, I love where I'm from, bro. Like I was born here in Burque. You can trace my lineage in New Mexico as far back as it goes, dog. Like my dad was a little kid when they were fucking paving fucking San Mateo, bruh. I love where I'm from. I love this city. I love my state, bro. There's something wrong, bro. There's something broken. And I don't know how we fix it, bro. 11 years old, dog. That's a fucking child.
Yeah,
Their life was taken for what? There's absolutely nothing that could justify a child losing their life that violently.
No, not at
Nothing.
all, bro. Not at all.
yeah.
I don't know what to do, bro. I'm at a loss for words. Like what do we do? And it's crazy because last week, bro, we just had Duke Day 3, right? And that's like a community-based event, bro. We're giving out to the kids. We're giving back to the schools. The community gets together. And there was so much love there, bro. Like, I'm seeing a shift in our all of our industries down here in Albuquerque, bro. Like, there's more love than there ever has been.
Yeah.
And then not a week later, I'm violently reminded of the fact that still exists.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, like I know that the positive is connected to the negative. There's always going to be that polarity
Yeah.
at play. So we're going to have our highs and we're going to have our lows. I think the highs and the positive things that we focus on, like I look at something like the United, like the team, the whole movement
Yeah.
that came with that team. What's my man, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro,
Make some noise.
I love that.
He's
I love
right.
that. I love that. And just with the name and everything that he's saying with it,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, let's come together. Let's be together. And it's not an overnight thing. You're not going to convince everybody
No.
that it works and that they matter and that they care. But for those that you can save and for those that you can make a difference, you got to make that difference. And you got to interject that love and give that positivity out there. But these tragedies, man, like they're tragic because there are callous people out there. There are people who just don't
care,
give a
dog.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and it's sad and it's not fair. And bless that young man, he didn't deserve that.
No, bro.
Nobody does though.
Nah,
you
bro.
know, like nobody deserves to just be taken out for nothing.
No.
There's nothing worth more than your life.
Like
you
Jay
know what
said,
I'm
the
saying?
value of life, bro.
Yeah.
Some people just don't. They just don't grasp it. Like they just don't, bro. Like I don't even want to imagine it, bro. That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Obviously, every parent's worst nightmare is losing their child, bro. Like to violence like that.
Yeah.
bro?
Where it's just senseless.
Like.
Yeah. And we don't even know the story. I mean, to me, it would be worse if there was something that other adults could have done to
prevent it,
or slow it down, or tamp it down, or because you can get into a car accident with someone, and you can get out and you can talk to them, and you can be frustrated and mad and gritting your teeth but you're not gonna fight them. You're not gonna
or start popping shots.
It's like that part doesn't have to be part of the equation.
No.
For some people, they choose to make it that way, and they allow themselves to kind of delve into that. And I think a lot of that comes with poverty, helplessness.
It does.
When you feel like unwanted and unloved and forgotten, like a lot of people do in this place.
Yeah.
Because this whole state is coming out of that mentality, and we're growing out of it, and we see it changing and it blooming into something different. But not everybody's gonna make it, and not everybody's gonna buy into it. I wish they would.
Some people want to hold on to that mentality so much that they can't see what's opening up right in front of their eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't realize that the damage that they're inflicting on their own people and their own community it's spreading so far.
Yeah.
Like that one moment is gonna affect that family for generations.
Yeah,
dog.
and every family, you were just talking about being at the baseball game and being affected by, the shelter notification and all that stuff.
Shelter in place.
Your kids aren't going to forget that. You're not going to forget that. Like that feeling of being unsafe or feeling unsafe because there's some lunatic out here doing what they think is the right thing at the time. Like, people don't understand what they vibrate on and how it reverberates outside. And it's like, if you're not choosing love and choosing to represent that, you choosing that other side, that other shit, like you're affecting more than you realize.
Yeah.
And you're so powerful. Like you can do so much with your mind and with your life. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody has to be that.
No.
But to just choose to be on the other side of the balance when it comes to life and death, and just to embrace that darkness, man. Like I don't understand. I don't congratulate that. I don't celebrate it. I don't vibe with it.
No.
It's just not even in my reality, man. Like I just don't get it.
I'm fucking done, dog. Like I'm so fed up with it because it's to the point now where people don't even want to go and do stuff like go to the fucking Isotopes game. We don't got a lot of shit down here popping anyways, bro. Yeah. For people now to be afraid to go to a fucking baseball game, bro, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And bro, like I said, dog, it's just like last night I knew something bad happened because obviously everybody in the whole stadium was affected by it. Like, bro, I saw people like starting to get up and start running, and the coach was like, no, they got it under control. The helicopter was like telling people to evacuate.
Yeah.
So we were literally that field is a minute from the intersection, 2 minutes from the intersection that it happened at.
Wow.
And then even leaving, like they were, redirecting traffic and out. Yeah. So I knew something bad happened, right? Obviously it wasn't good, but I didn't realize how fucked up, bro. Yeah. And like obviously you don't just have to be a parent to be affected by it, but when I read the news story and I had Matt next to me, and then it all kind of clicked at the same time, because when they said that over the intercom, like I grabbed Matt and like I had Aaron, like I had all my boys by me, like, and they clinged like onto me. Matt grabbed my hand, like because these kids are they're so used to having to do this shit in school, bro.
Yeah,
they train for this.
The shelter in place.
The shelter in place. They know what to do. They probably know more what to do than I do.
Yeah.
Right? Because they train for it in school every fucking
I don't
month.
see. Like I don't remember
mess.
ever training for
No.
an active shooter.
It
Like
all
we did.
started-
We had fire drills.
Yeah.
And,
It all started after Columbine.
yeah, dog. Man.
And then the other one too. Columbine
Sandy
kind of
Hook.
like started. It was the
Sandy Hook shit
Hook.
was, yeah.
Sandy
That shit-
Hook was the one
that
that
shit was the
started it.
worst, dude.
Bro.
I remember how I felt watching that shit on TV. I felt so fucking just like a motherfucker took an emotional ice cream scoop and just scraped out my insides
Yeah.
at once, and I was
Yeah.
like so empty. I was like, how the fuck
Yeah.
could something like this happen?
It just doesn't make
like
it.
that's disgusting.
I can't grasp that level
It's
of
a-
hatred.
It's a virus that we have. Dog.
Just callousness, man.
It's a cancer, dog. I mean,
Yeah.
look overseas. Look overseas, bro. Look at Ukraine. Fucking, their schools are getting bombed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but over here, they're getting bombed by another country. But over here, we're fucking taking out our own.
We kill ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
We kill ourselves, and
it's so crazy.
it's the callousness of it and the consistency of it that's just got me at a loss, bro. Like, I'm for somebody that usually has a lot of words, I don't know what to do. I don't know where we go from here.
How do we? Where can we go? Like, what can we do?
What's the answer? You got people saying this, you got people saying that, but it's just a bunch of fucking words. Nothing is happening. People like this innocent child, bro, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I can't even. I do not even want to imagine. This innocent child lost his life for no reason.
Nothing that had to do with him.
And
Oh, yeah.
and he's what's even crazier and makes it even more sad is he's another number added to this massive list of children that have lost their lives for nothing,
Yeah.
violently,
Yeah.
right? It's just
It's tough to swallow, man. Like it's the way the culture here in the States and, you know, specifically here in Albuquerque in New Mexico has kind of shifted. It's gotten very just hard to watch, you know, these events because they don't happen every day, but they hit just the same and they seem to never stop. Like
No.
there's nothing that's bad enough to make people stop. And that's a shame.
I know.
That's a shame. But like you said, man, it's like, what can you do? It's just words. I mean, I think, you know, people kind of joke about thoughts and prayers. I truly do believe in the power of, you know, like positive thinking and
So do I.
thinking and directing your energy towards, you know, what you do want versus, you know, what you are fighting against. And it's like that whole Mother Teresa thing where it's like, you know, don't call me for the anti-war protest, call me for the peace protest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sit here and fight, you know, bullshit. I want to celebrate the good that we do have. And that might sound, you know, callous in its own way to the people who are dealing with, you know, these events and these experiences. However, for the rest of us that are, you know, trying to learn something from it and trying to help change, you know, what we can change and do, it's like sometimes the best that you can do is hold your loved ones close and say, you know what, look, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that you're not afraid and to keep you out of a world that is fearful and angry and hurt, and keep you away from experiences like this, because nobody needs to live in an environment like that, you know.
No.
And that child, you know, that might not have been the first time he's been around violence. That might not have been, you know, like,
Probably not.
you know, like that's the sort of thing that reverberates and vibrates and happens either in a neighborhood, in a family. Like, we got to break these ties that link us back to the past and to these negative experiences, because the more we hold on to them and identify with them, rather than just try to learn from them and let them go and accept that, you know, this is a hard lesson, but until we all learn it, we're going to have to keep getting it.
Over.
You know what I'm saying?
Over and over.
And it's a nasty,
over.
it's a disgusting lesson to learn. But it's like, how many times do you have to teach people? It's just like, you know, we want to have a society where everyone feels safe. We want to be able to have our weapons and be able to protect ourselves and defend ourselves. But how do we do that responsibly?
Yeah.
How do we not turn them on each other for petty vendettas and bullshit?
And how do we keep our children safe?
Yeah.
From this.
From the effects of all this shit.
From these senseless acts of violence, bro.
I bet this kid was just caught in the crossfire, bro.
Oh, I'm sure.
And
yeah.
that's
you know what I mean? It's
fucking horrible,
not
bro.
that it justifies anything.
No,
but
it don't.
That's probably what's lost in translation is this kid is just a bystander.
And
Yeah.
not to make it even heavier, but stuff like this makes me question God.
Oh, come on, man.
It does.
Why?
In the sense of the religious format.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Well, yeah, when you're talking man in the sky, how come somebody
what I'm
won't
talking
say
about.
How come somebody won't say the children?
No.
That's
It makes me question the religious format of how people break down God. Right?
Okay.
Because if you look at it from a religious standpoint, what was the point? Right?
Oh,
What is this was the grand design here?
If he sees all, bro, then he's numb as fuck.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like
He's numb as fuck
That's
to
the
the
grand
pain, bro.
design, though, right?
Yeah.
That and see, I was raised Catholic, right?
Right.
And I 1000% believe in something else
Uh-huh.
outside of myself. You cannot get me to believe that this is just all happenstance and an accident.
Yeah.
It's all too perfect,
Yeah.
right? There is something else. But God, in the religious standpoint of 1 + 1 = 2,
Yeah.
and if you do this, you get this.
Mm-hmm.
How can you explain that to me?
I mean, look, if you don't know the minds and the hearts of the people involved, the families involved, like all those circumstances, it's impossible to be able to even wrap your mind around why it happened or how it could have happened. Because in my personal understanding and belief, sometimes these things are caused and created by old trauma, family trauma, other things that these kids had nothing to do with, that, you know, they just, like you said, get caught in the crossfire and become affected and harmed by these things. But this is something that whole bloodline or that whole family might need to come together and be like, how did we get here? How did this happen? Not just the family of the victims, but of the perpetrators as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone involved has to look, even our families, we got to look at how we got to these places and say, like, how are we here? Why are we here?
But that's what needs to happen, man. But the sad thing is, not everybody's in that headspace.
No, not at
everybody
all.
is
Not
like,
at all.
well,
Not
that-
even half.
How can I
Yeah.
improve myself? Like,
No.
they don't
Yeah.
think like that.
Well, it's because I mean,
It's
bro.
how can they come up? Or
Well,
how can-
sometimes because the trauma is so ingrained and it's so hidden, you don't even realize it's there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
generational
And people-
trauma, dog.
Yeah.
And people
is
don't talk about
no.
it. And like
Well,
your
because-
grandparents and your parents' parents, it's like somebody might have got raped, molested.
Yes.
Like all sorts
All
of
of
stuff
those
could have
things.
happened.
Yes.
And they just don't talk about it.
No.
So
they hide it.
Yeah,
they hide it.
exactly.
And then it spills out in other.
In other directions,
Places.
other ways, and it comes back and it reverberates, and people are
And
like,
we gotta
well, "Why did this
stop
happen?"
that
It's like,
shit, bro.
yeah.
Like they're like you see it in families all the time. They're like, yeah, nah, don't fuck with that uncle.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck
Yeah.
Fuck
Get
that,
that-
uncle.
Yeah,
right?
Why is he even?
Why
in
is
the
he even
picture?
around? That
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah.
out here being that dude? Fuck
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He ain't invited to none of the motherfucking cookouts.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
out this bitch. There's certain lines you cross, my dude, that you can never come back from.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and I've been close enough to those sorts of experiences to see why, you know, someone who might have been victimized at a young age or something like that won't, you know, breach that conversation. And literally, what I heard from this person was, if I told the truth, my father would have killed him and went to jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, it's
And it's like
That makes
that's
it worse
such
for them.
that's so heavy for a kid to have to process or deal
How do
with.
you juggle
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
because-
carrying that guilt too, bro. Like
Well,
they're carrying that, like.
And had to go through therapy and experience that and deal with all that type of stuff. But see, these are the things that when stuff doesn't get resolved, because whoever harmed that child was probably harmed prior to,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it becomes
keeps going
these
it's
back
a
like
cycle,
yeah,
bro.
it's-
back and back.
It's a circle.
that's exactly
It's a
right, and
cycle.
that's what I'm saying.
Generational trauma.
Molestation, violence, like all these like things that are infringing upon other people just having a regular ass life, a just safe experience, a happy
It's all
experience.
passed down.
It's passed down. It's coming back. So, you know, God forbid it happened to any of our families or you know, any of that stuff, but the young man who lost his life and anybody who's dealing with that stuff, it's like it's not a lesson anybody wants to learn. But like when we talk about God and stuff like that, like God has left us, you know, natural law and a lot of other ways to see the world where we can at least glean some sense of these things. But if we're not willing to look at ourselves and how we contribute to this culture and how we, even in our own thoughts and minds, our expectations, what do you think is going to happen to your life? Do you think you live in a shitty neighborhood? Do you think you should have trash on your street? Like, do you think that this is just a crappy school and I can't wait to get out of here and, you know, move somewhere else? And like, if that's what you think you're in,
That's
guess
what
what
you're
you're
in.
creating? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're creating that world around you. And people think it's a small thing to just, you know, oh, I'll just leave. It's like, no, it follows you.
It does.
It goes with
Well,
you.
But sometimes you do need to leave.
Sometimes you do need
Sometimes
to
you
leave.
do need to just
sometimes
pick-
it's
and
sometimes you can leave.
Yeah.
But you're never gonna escape yourself.
Well, there's not a
what I'm
geological.
saying?
I'm not saying escape your. Yeah, I mean.
There's
I see
not a
what you're saying.
geological solution to a personal problem.
Correct. And our personal problem as a collective person, as a collective soul, is we have allowed ourselves to be in the freest country there is. However, we are seeing what that freedom does when we're not willing to look at what we're creating and say, look, I don't give a fuck who's in office. I don't care who's in charge. I am going to set a standard for myself.
Yes.
And for my people around
Yes.
me. And
Well,
I am not going to let this
That's
shit
how it
slide.
should be, like regardless.
Yeah, but
Right? We
but
should-
but
we
you
shouldn't
get fools.
rely on
Yeah,
who-
but you get fools out here
That don't wanna
driving
do that.
around blasting on children
For no fucking
and don't
reason.
care who they hit and none of that shit.
And see, the thing that's even that fucking fucks me up even more too is a lot of these people that do this kind of shit are never found. There's
That's
many of
scary,
these
man. Like,
cases.
that fucking
There's so many of
sucks.
this shit that just happens. So
And
we're talking about generational trauma, right? So
Yeah.
okay, let's go to that. So say the family had never experienced anything like this, right? So
Yeah.
guess what's gonna be the beginning
Right.
of generational trauma?
Yeah, it's when we lost, the young one.
That was the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to go places. You're going to be way more fucking standoffish. You're going to be more fucking cold. And that's all justified.
Yep, and we never forgave that motherfucker.
And how
we
the
never
fuck?
will.
And so,
And we
okay.
never will.
And I'll be the first one to say it right now. Forgiveness, okay, and like I said, I was raised Catholic. So that's the first thing you're trying
Yeah.
to say. It's divine. It's divine. Okay. I get that forgiveness is
SK.
for you, right? SK, right? Forgiveness, they say, is for you, right?
Right.
It's for you to let it go.
It is.
I am not good at that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not, dog.
It's tough.
There's times when I think I've gotten to the point and I've forgiven, and then I'm reminded what happened and I go right back to square one. How do you know if you've forgiven somebody? What is the feeling? I don't know the feeling because I don't think I've ever really fucking forgiven somebody that actually did me dirty. I'm not talking about some bullshit. I'm talking about some shit that really
Was fucked up.
justified me needing to or wanting to or in the religious aspect of forgiving them.
Yeah. Like, I need this motherfucker out of my world.
I don't know
get
if
out of my face.
I've never
Forever.
somebody that's done me that dirty.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really fully forgiven.
It's hard.
I don't
It's
think
hard.
I've done it, dog.
It is hard.
It's hard.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it, especially
It's
someone
hard.
that does something like that, something that
Well,
atrocious.
Yeah.
How could you ever forgive somebody for that?
yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can.
You can't.
Not nothing like that.
We're only human, man. Like, and you know, as much as we try to be, you know,
divine
and try to be gods and try to improve and try to be our higher selves, you know, there's levels to this shit.
There is.
There's levels to this shit.
I mean, I'm gonna, you know, it's a negative situation, but I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to be positive. They're gonna find this fucking dude. Bro,
oh, I'm sure. That shit ain't gonna slide.
In this day and age, bro, there's cameras on every corner, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's cameras everywhere.
And-
There's shot cameras
and-
that'll probably pick that fucking thing up.
Yeah.
Those shot cameras are actually crazy. Have you seen how they? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
They're way up there, bro. They're on like top of these little like towers. And as soon as they hear a gunshot,
They
go,
turn on. For real?
It turns towards that gunshot to catch whatever the fuck it
That's
is.
crazy.
Yeah,
really?
oh yeah, bro. They're pretty dope, bro. I mean, I don't know. Not that I know too
Yeah.
much about them, but they're like, you know, where we're at right now, dog. Like, look, we got fucking probably 13 cameras in this
Easy.
room. Not even
Yeah.
just these ones, bro.
Yeah,
Our
but
phones
and
your
all the rest.
your
Yeah.
laptops, bro. Like all that
Yeah.
shit. Think about that, bro. That's just
Yeah.
in this one room, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try to be positive. They're gonna
Yeah.
catch that motherfucker or those motherfuckers.
They'll find them.
They're
My
gonna
dog.
They're
They'll
gonna
find 'em.
find them, dog.
You can't cause that kind of pain.
We gotta.
it not come back on you.
We
It'll come
gotta
back.
be better, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta be
Bro,
better as a culture. We gotta be better as a people. We're Burque is a city, but it's a big town. We're
Yeah.
all connected, and that's why this shit hurts. It's so much more raw here than in the fucking massive metropolises that
Oh,
are
yeah.
spread out.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
surprised-
people are disconnected from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're not.
Yeah.
We're so hyper connected, dog.
We feel it.
That shit, like, it's like a village, dog.
Yeah.
You feel it so much more. It's so much more raw, dog. And we just, I don't have the answer. I know we don't have the answers. I know it starts at an individual level. I know it starts in the home. I know it starts with the parents. We got to make better decisions. We just got to be better as a collective. And it starts as an individual.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let your emotions override your good judgment. Everybody has good judgment. Everybody knows what it feels like to feel hurt and pain, and you don't have to choose that.
No, bro.
You never have to choose that. You don't have to perpetuate it. You don't have to do reckless bullshit that can harm other people. And it starts there, man. It's just that respect. We were talking about that the other pod. Love, hate, fear, all that shit, or just common ass respect, man.
Respect,
like,
it goes a
if
long
you
way,
just
bro.
respect people and respect yourself enough to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna take it there.
No.
It's not necessary.
Well, because,
it
bro,
doesn't resolve anything.
The value of life, there's no number to it.
There's no number high enough.
No.
None.
This is one of one, my dude. Whatever you believe in, I know for sure I'm here now. I do not know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
And I do not know when this realm of existence is over.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's after that. I
Yeah.
don't. I do know I have now. And that's all we really have. Right? So appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
There's value that there's no number high enough in that.
Yeah.
You got to respect it, bro.
Yeah.
And you got to appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what connects us all. Gotta respect that shit.
Rest in peace
To the young man, man.
you know,
little man.
I wish
to
I had
little
something.
man, bro. Rest in peace, bro. I didn't want. I knew,
Bless up.
but I had to. We had to, bro.
I ain't
We
mad
had
at you,
to.
man.
We
I
had
ain't
to.
mad at you. We needed to.
That's
We
how
need
it
to.
is.
We need to honor that, man.
Man, bro.
We gotta respect that.
Episode 40, fellas. We have come a long way. I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're back over here real quick for a quick little episode.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Yeah.
trip, though. I keep looking at this right here. Look, audience, y'all can't see this. It's
Yeah.
off of the fucking camera. But look at this shit. You see this right here? Look. This was the switcher that we used to use. Look at this little thing right here.
Yeah.
We used to use this to switch cameras.
Now that mug is this big.
Look at this. Now this shit is by that big.
Yeah.
And we can fucking switch like 150 cameras, 4K, right? It's persistence.
Shout out to Landwords for grabbing that.
Shout
though.
out to
That
Landwords.
was- Yeah, he
When he first got that, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing with it.
Yeah, we had
can
all
it do?
cameras.
What can it do? We don't
What?
know.
Yeah.
Look, there's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
big
yeah,
boy
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Dom's pointing at the new switcher. That shit's 4K, all kinds of inputs, man.
Yeah, that was dope.
Consistency and persistence, bro. If you love your life and what you're doing, keep doing it. Follow
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
You might make it to 40 episodes and beyond.
Yeah. Why not?
What do you think, fellas? Is it time
40
to get
more?
time to get up out of here or what?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Is
let's
this-
do it, man.
Is this cheers to 40 more or what?
40 more, 400 more.
400 more.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm out of
Hey,
actual
10X.
real alcohol though.
let's do a
We got to
little
do
sip.
this for real. We got to do a real sip or what? Who's Jay? You got a bottle. You got.
Y'all
a
ain't
glass
gonna get
right
me
there.
drinking
Come
on camera again,
Landwords.
man.
We're gonna get- It's Johnny
My
Walker.
guy-
It's Johnny Walker.
Well, since you say
Well,
it.
since you say it's Johnny Walker, hey, fellas, we need a
I
Landwords glass.
I gotta sip a beer.
Oh, you got a beer.
I
All
got
right,
a
cool.
sip.
Landwords
There's a
got the
sip
beer.
left in this.
Shout out to Santa Fe, because I drink it and they're paying me for it.
Shout out to Santa
But
Fe.
listen, though, it's really good, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
fuck
not-
with Santa
Man,
Fe,
come
dog.
on, bro.
Bro,
Santa Fe's out here.
There, if you ever, bro, I know you've been to the. Have you been to the Santa
Where's
Fe
my
location
t-shirt?
up in?
Oh,
Santa Fe?
in fucking Santa Fe. I got your T-shirt.
Bruh.
No,
in
we
the
gotta.
pad,
No, we
my
gotta. We
dog.
gotta do a one of these at the brewery.
That's a really good
I
idea.
would, bro. I'd be
I would like
down.
that.
Evan.
I would like that.
My
Yes.
dog Ron's. Did you hear it? We got to do one of these at the brewery.
That would be
one of
dope
them,
as fuck.
whether it's fucking Santa or it's down here.
Hey, if you could
Brewery.
be the Santa, that'd be dope.
I mean, fire, bro.
Is it
Outside,
nice
bro.
up
we
there?
That
I
whole
be
haven't been
chilling.
up there. I haven't been up there.
Oh
No, that's fire.
that would
Listen,
the Santa Fe.
If they let
brewery
us do
slapping.
one outside over there at the fucking Santa location, I'm gonna get me some like little hoochie daddy shorts, some little lower
this
ones.
dude.
I'm gonna get the shorts I run in, bruh. I'm gonna pull it to the pod with a wife beater and some little hoochie daddies,
corrector.
bruh.
It's a wife
oh yeah, it's a wife
corrector,
corrector.
sir.
My bad, my
Shout
bad.
out.
Politically correct, politically correct. Hey, here is to episode 40.
Yeah.
And to fucking many more. Episode 400, 5,000. Hey, on that note, until next time, respect, connect. Peace.